Hey there, sheepdoggers, and welcome to my purple face. I really need to. Sorry, I really need to sort out the light balance and the color because I look ridiculously white here because I literally have a light shining in my face to get the green screen behind me. Look, if I turn off the image, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, that is the webcam. That's not the image. There we go. Anyway, we're going to be playing Sunless Sea. Yay! And I just wanted to give you a chance to see this because I showed it to the guys on the stream. And yeah, I got my entire beard braided for some reason. Just a friend was like, "Oh, I want to braid your beard." I was like, "All right." And they were like, "Put it on your stream." I was like, "All right." And now here we are. Anywho, that's that, and we're going to put this back, down there. There we go, and turn that off. And yeah, we're going to start playing Sunless Sea for a little while. So, new game, yes, I'm sure. So basically, Sunless Sea is a very, very cool game. In essence, there you go. And it's one of those games I've been saying to myself, I really should play this game. And then I don't. Because I've got so many different bloody things I need to play that I just end up not playing these games that I should play. So yeah, I'm going to be putting up a lot of singular videos. If you want more of them, like and comment. Basically, if you like, if you comment, and if it's got a decent number of views, then I will do more of the game if I can. You know, basically, yeah. If you see a single video of a game like this, you know, it'll be like Sunless Sea, 30 minutes or so of me playing Sunless Sea. Just like, comment, let me know you want to see more. I'll do my best, but no promises. Okay, so we're just going to kind of start off and do the first, I think first 30 minutes should do. Decide who you were and what you want to be. Okay. Great. And now you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee. But who were you before? Street urchin gives you veils. Pages, skill of trickery and knowledge. Iron, skill of causing direct damage. Priest gives you hearts, healing and morale. And then you got mirrors, skill of detection and perception. I'm going to be Pages, a poet. Why not? Why not? Who is that? Okay, now a poet, educated and articulate. You seek sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend. Your long-vanished father had a rich patron, it seems. So yeah, we get bonus to Pages. I can't exactly remember what all of this stuff does, so you'll have to bear with me. It is ridiculous in the morning. I've only had 4 hours sleep. I'm going to lean down a little bit, and we're just going to chill out and play this game for a little bit, and hopefully I'll remember stuff. So the Slime Navigator gives me +1 mirrors. Huh, okay. We gained Echo, 20 new Echo, which is plus to the monies, Echo's money. You're a stranger, quality is gone, welcome to the world. Ah, thank you, it's very kind of you. And I'll probably just, you know, do a little bit of chat, you know, I'll read things out. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you've often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for decent burial. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z. Write a masterpiece, retire. Wealth, and you've also got a private kingdom. Established colony where you are absolute ruler. We may actually try and do that. You need impossible 1. Choice not yet available. It will be someday. Okay. You may find an opportunity to switch to it later in game. Okay, so we'll go with fulfillment because we were a poet. And we'll try that. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece and retire. Whenever you return to Fallen London, you have the option of retiring, but you'll need to write your masterwork first. An occurrence, your objective, ambition, quality, is now become London's most venerated explorer. We will be Captain. Last piece of advice, explore, take chances. This captain will probably die, the Z is hungry. But each captain passes on lessons to the next. Who are you? There we go. Let's have... Isn't there someone with a tiny bit of a beard? Does he have a beard? No. Well, maybe. He's smoking a pipe. I respect a pipe. He has most of a beard that I can see. That's not a beard. That's a hat with octopi on. Sheep, dog. Accept. Fall in London. Okay, so advice captain. The much lamented found a watery grave long ago. Probably your end will be no better. But if you read this book, and so it talks about moving and fighting and etc. London, yes. Oh, our lodgings. Do we go there first? Let's go to our lodgings. Read the morning papers. The unexpurgated Gazette. The magazine formerly known as the London Magazine. The spiteful trumpeter. News. Yes, we will get that. Okay, so the Carnet is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The Untersee, the paper's report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't. You'd know. Oh ho, a promotional coupon from Mrs. Plenty's Provisioners for a half cask of salt herring. You could use that. And yet, we get that anyway, kind of automatically. So, once your lodgings are large enough to support a study, you can create items such as Ironclad Will, a Whispering Trophy Cabinet, or the Zong of Z. Rest in a room, purchase elegant townhouse, consider retiring, and back to the rest of the city. Okay. Visit the Admiralty. They'll pay for information, find out what and how. Let's go here. See if we can get a job. Ask if there's anything in particular you need. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligent networks are long gone. The survey office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Receive strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station, somewhere not far from home waters. So we'll have to go and look for that. And then we will leave. Out into the foggy streets. Turn your collar up. And we got the university. Unfortunately, it is locked. Matter of luck, pretty good odds, but that is locked. Hire on more crew. Veil. We have 8 out of 10. Offer passage. We could offer passage to Venderbite. And that's not the worst ever. And we can't recruit anyone new. So let us offer passage to a tomb colonist. We have a tomb colonist and we will take them to the Venderbite. And that's everything we can do. So there we are. Let us... So off we go. Oh, it actually looks even better than before. I'll try and tell you anything that's in the bottom right. At the moment, it's just the advice for captains. And you see we gain fragments just for finding things. How do I even map? That's how I map. Okay, M. So we want to go up this way and stick to the keep. Stick to the coast. Where and as we can. I'm going the wrong way. It's over this way that we can... We'll just pay a little visit to Hunter's Keep and see what we can find there. Most icons, mouse over to see them. Circle of Light is a port. Go there for stories. We do indeed want stories. We do also have to go up to Venderbite, so... Oh god, dock. There we go. Hunter's Keep. A hump of dark rocks swathed in mist like 100 other Untersee islands. But here it's a grand house. Windows aglow. Lawns impossibly green and lush in the full starlight. raked-gravelled paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. I am a poet. What does that do? Unlocked with no more than a port. Report, okay. Spy on the house. Your veils. Yeah, we will spy on the house. Spy on the house. This place may not seem as simple as it seems. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlour. Grand in size, if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another fair-haired, but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. Soon, she says, and the piano music falters and stops. We'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush. If we don't speak of it, she frowns. Has she seen you at the window? You withdraw. So we know something of Hunter's Keep. We gained some fragments, 190 total, and we succeeded in a Veils challenge. We will, let's reconnoitre, and we have a report of Hunter's Keep now, which is good. And we will go say hello to them. A maid with smouldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlour where 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles, the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You're welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You're in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Laughter from the foredeck. And then, we can talk with either 3 of them. I think I will... I think I'll luncheon with the sisters Phoebe. Here's a story. Phoebe has a story to tell of 2 lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the full stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spine things pulse in the depths. There is a scent, like the scent before a storm. The storm came, said Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finished the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. You've lost 24 hunger. Now we're on 0. Your gods of the Z storm's attention quality is now. An ancient anger knows me. Fuck. You've gained supplies. That's nice. That's all for now. You have 1 memory of distant shores. Acquainted with the sisters. Okay, so let's carry on. Let's launch and get going. So we're going to go towards the coast and hopefully pick up a few bits and bobs on the way. Just going to close that. So yeah, there's not much in the bottom right. Really, dust echoes, even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. Have we gone past Venderbite? When you see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark, and your cruise terror will increase. That's this right here. Watch the pips on the terror indicator. Increases faster when you're far from land. Don't let it reach 100. Fragments. You receive fragments when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them and you'll gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve your captain's skills by talking to officers or from some key stories. So far we're at Prickfinger Wastes. That's an interesting name, I guess. And there is Davies Bay. You've gained a secret. Speak to your officers to improve your abilities. Okay, so speak to. Increase your mirrors. What does he seek at Z? Proposition. Ensure your hearts is at least 20 higher than your mirrors. Oh, you can have an affair. Okay. Tell me a tale and I'll tell you another. The Z is full of stories. Spending a secret will improve your mirrors, but no higher than 50. Well, our mirrors is fairly low. Quicker you can find a firing solution in combat. Okay. Let's do that. So lost a secret and we gained a mirrors. Now we're on 27 total because he gives us +1. The navigator likes to talk about the Z. He has long opinions on its beauties, its dangers, its salinity, its depth and its contents, and the rest. Every other sentence starts the Z, 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 Z. After a while you reach the point of somatic satiation. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure about that word. And the word Z means no more to you than the word Zop. But you seem to have learned something. And there we go. We spoke to our guy. So yeah, we're going to go around the coast for now. It does make sense to me. You've got to be very careful about how many crew you take as well. After a short time at Z, lamp icon will appear above the logbook. It means the opportunity awaits you at the next port. Logbook. Oh, here. Something awaits you in port. Okay. The scent of the Z, salt and frost and cellars, black spices. Discovered horseman stag. I think we have to go around the No, I don't think we have to go around the outside. Your prow lights can be turned on or off. Leaving it on reduces the rate at which you gain terror, but it makes you more visible to enemies. So this, I believe... So you can see the kind of area. I think it's partially randomized. But I have played this before, so I do know that the port of call we are heading for, the vendor bite, should be right here, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, here we go. Here's vendor bite. So we will dock and let off the fine man. The tomb colonist. The new tomb colonist surveys vendor bite, shaking her head. It won't do, she says. It won't do at all. I had no idea the place would be quite so unprepossessing. Perhaps we can liven it up a little yet. If only I knew a helpful Z captain. Bring 10 units of mushroom wine to Venderbite, and perhaps they'll have something for you. Okay. Tomb colonists of Venderbites have few pleasures. Okay, so we need to provide wine, and we can join the celebration, or we can just give them wine. So let's have a look at the tomb colony, see what we can do. Dusty glass of wine, explore. Visit the first curator. Z captains, the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. Let's go see the curator. Continue. No more light, the ubiquitous steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into the near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape, no larger than a child, lies crumpled on the couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of bees. Listen to a whispered request. Grand Sanatorium. Accept the commission. Okay. Depart for now. Let's listen to the whispered request. Sea Captain, Silkskin. Not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colours. 7 colours. Pay well. Cosmogon, Irigio, Pelagian, Stewart has list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. And then we have, so apparently we have to do that. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbite. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. No more. Okay, so okay. A low chuckling. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z. So we needed something else, somewhere to end. Okay. Well, let's go back. Thank you. Tomb colony. Let's explore. Yep. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculptures until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. So we can have a search and our mirror gives us a bit of a chance. But I don't think I want to do that. The other thing we can do is we can have a picnic. I don't think we really want to do that, but I'd prefer to do that than search. So we will have a picnic. Creepers climb in the shattered pyramid. An owl blinks at you from an idol's mouth. In the undergrowth, a cave lizard munches decorously, yeah, on a white cricket. This place seems peaceful. Rest a while. Wine and sea bread. You and your comrades find stones to perch on and munch laver bread, truffles and herring. Someone passes a bottle of Greyfields and adequate vintage. White crickets buzz in the weeds. A shiver of wind passes, and then the air is still, with that absence of chill that passes for warmth down here. 2 sailors compare tattoos. Your head swims pleasantly with wine. We lost 2 terror, we're back to 0. And we lost 1 supply for that. Let's see. Gather gossip, yeah, let's get that. And we have a port report on Venderbite. Along the coasts of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists, and settled here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. And so that's that done. And what we're going to do now, because we've done this part of the quest, I guess you'd say, we're going to head back. We're going to kind of go we'll go kind of around here and maybe take a little bit of a loop, because we got a fair amount of food. What was that? Discovered Tanarchuk. Fed the crew. So yeah, basically, hello. Combat. You've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows you the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prowl light. The deck gun will be highlighted. Okay, close. Ow. Suffered 2 damage. Okay. So is that... There we go. We took some damage, but we did kill it. We took 4 damage. With forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded, as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies or dissect it for knowledge. And my pages gives me a 100% chance of success. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a Megalops, of one of the deep sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in those troglodytic beasts are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. You've gained 1 fragment, now 221, and we succeeded in pages. I could get food, but we already have a decent amount of food. Look at that. Okay, this game, from the last time I played it, it looks a lot nicer again. I mean, it looked good before. So you can see up here, we've got the speed. I can take it to 1 or wherever. What was that? Sluggish wave, the ship pitches. Okay. And then you can see my fuel's going down slowly-ish. Let's cut it here for now. So I'll go straight down. My food as well, and my terror. So my terror is 0. And it's not going up yet. It's going up now because we're out of the... we're out in the deep, as it were. And it will slowly go up more and more. There's something very tranquil about this game. There's something very depressing about this game, yes. But there's also something tranquil about it that I really like. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, take that for what you want. Home waters, sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. But we're not going to the lights of London quite yet. Shepherd's Wash, the salty hinterland of London, home to hermits, nuns, and shadowy business. I can't remember where we have to go. Glassy chop of dark water, the iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. I think this is discovered Flitterstone Isle. Okay. I don't know if we can do anything at Flitterstone Isle. I have this feeling like we can't. Westergren's Fire. We do have a port here, so we'll go in. It's nice to... Tooth-cracking treasure. A chunk of grit baked in your ship's biscuit. You crack a tooth and curse. Your crew chuckle, but when the object turns out to be a diamond, small and badly flawed, but a diamond nevertheless, they all hush. Diamonds are sacred to stone, one says. Give it to the Z, Captain. It'll be luck for us. You're not going to throw a diamond in the Z to appease some nameless god of Zayla's superstitions. Or be careful and pray to stone when they want home, hearth, and healing. She's the kind of god you'd want on your side. Do the careful thing. The diamond glints once as it reaches the apex of its arc. Down, down, and a wave reaches up to take it. You've lost 2 terror, and now we're back to 0. You have the gods of the Z, Stone's attention. You know something of the 3 gods of the sea. So we fed the crew. We've got 4. We should probably start thinking about heading back. We haven't found... No, how do we... Okay, so journal... Congratulations, you defeated your opponent. Move to the... Okay. Objective story progress on the right hand. Yeah, so you've got acquaintance, got our memoirs, our objectives. Admiralty Commission, Tomb Collis bring wine, and what did we want? Visit the named port. What is the named port? Retrieve strategic information from Iron and Misery Company Funging Station. I can't exactly remember where that is. But we discovered Wolf's Rift. We have quite a lot of fragments, which is nice. I think we have quite a few more. We have 1 secret, okay. Got some more fragments though, which is nice. And yes, we're at Fieldhaven in the Shepherd Isles. So let's just have a look at here. Of course, the bearded watchman tells you. Bearded watchman? There are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed. It's just the name of the gentleman that founded the islands. Greybeard, sitting in the village square, nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tales. Ask us anything. So we can picnic if we had terror, but that would cost us, you need to spend 5 echo, And yeah. Talk about the local site. They were sisters from the Sisterhood over on Abbey Rock. Came here hunting a renegade who served the god called Stone. Ran her to ground here, and she called on the god, and the god struck 'em all to pillars of rock. Stand close and quiet, and you'll hear 'em weeping. Now have one wary terror. You now have one tale of terror. Okay, cool. Let's get a port report as well. In the bleak light of the false stars, surface rolling like a porridge pot, up with roar of steam and flash of fire. 3 windows swim in tentacles. I should probably shout that, but it's fairly early in the morning. I don't want to wake up my neighbours. And then we saw His Highness. There is rather a lot of this material. And we have a port report on the Shepherd's Isles. Engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator. Okay. Again, sorry about this when it pops up. I try to keep it. Let me guide your ship. I know... Is he a navigator? He is a navigator. I wonder if I can have 2. How it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working. The navigator is a first officer who increases mirrors and veils. He costs quite a lot, so I think I'm going to say no. Possibly we can come back another time. Sorry, mate, but there are things that must needs be done. Zebat. Oh god, what does Zebat do? Okay, well. Abbey Rock is some distance to the southwest. Southwest. Okay, so Abbey Rock's down there apparently. That's cool. Toggle lights, repair ship, full power to the engines, pause, gazetteer, chart, and main menu. Maybe send our bat out again? Abbey Rock is some distance, okay. I think we should head back, because we're a fair ways away. And we're starting to run down on fuel a little bit. This ship is very slow, that's one of the problems. And also, I'd like to end the episode, unfortunately. Discovered Abbey Rock. Well, there's Abbey Rock, I guess. There's another port of call just here. The Sisterhood. Okay. Let's pay a visit to the Sisterhood, because it's on our way back anyway. This is probably going to be longer than I was intending it to be, but... on the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Okay, so can we can't get rid of that, okay. A black spit of an island far from anywhere anyone would want to go. And that's how the Sisterhood likes it. Here stands their fortress convent. There are bear traps that look friendlier than this. Trade supplies. Resources are limited on this bleak rock. The Sisterhood will pay a fair price for supplies. Not a good price, mind. 20 echoes for supplies. We could do that. Let's compile a port report. Nothing is happening. The sisters watch us. We feel their eyes. The sea crashes on the rocks, withdraws. The fortress stands stolid as the last year of a century. The greatest peril you risk here is certain purpleness of prose. So there you go. Knock at the iron gates with studded gates with news. No, we'll wait till we go back, I think. Wait a while and see. Like huge and deadly herons, the sisters stalk along the very tops of the walls. You watch through a spyglass as they leap and whirl, slashing at each other with a variety of frightening weapons. God, one of them just turned a somersault, and we gained 5 fragments. That's nice. Let's have a little search of the surroundings. Oh God. A map, a mask, the face beneath. Someone died here, far from home, long enough ago that their flesh is gone. A visager by the look of their frog mask. The mask will be worth a bit. The skull would look good on the mantelpiece. And what's this map? So we've got a revelatory chart. We gain some terror, but that's fine. We just don't want to get to 100. We have a lamentable relic. time is. Memoirs, beginner's luck. You found something valuable. Once per game, something pleasant will happen. You now have outlandish artifact. This belongs in a museum. Assuming that colonial imperial appropriation for the purpose of hegemonic taxonomization is a suitable response to the problem of intercultural contact. Which it probably is, because museums are magnificent institutions. If you've made an ironclad will, you can convert a collection of these into an heirloom for your successor. Which I haven't done yet, but nevertheless we can head on back. I feel. Let's just see. In our hold we have some curiosities, Invictus token, advice for captains, recent news, fragments. Some port reports, a secret, Tale of Terror is always fun. Yeah, there we go. We've got a few things. We've got some supplies and etc. Got our officers as well. Okay. Very good, jolly good. You're low on fuel. Buy more before you run out or you'll be stranded in the dark. We're here, so we need to head to London over here. We'll pass by this stuff. And we've also got these. Discovered Rowena's rocks. And there's also one. Hello, little guy. We'll have to buy some more supplies before we go out again, but that's fine. Home waters. We've managed to make it back. Lightship. They long for news of home. We will give them news of home. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z's terrors recede. You now have one Z story. You lost 5 terror, and we got lost a recent news, but that's fine. Purchase fuel. They have little to spare, but it's twice the usual price. We should be fine. I will say no. Thank you, guys. It's nice to see you, but I have to head back. So yeah, one of the really cool things, so we're here, and then we've got the Abyss. We might be able to pick, I don't know if this is what I think it is. I'm just going to have a little bit of a Mutton Island, some distance to the southeast. I think, oh, this is London, okay. So yeah, we're here, and we just have to go in here. London's right here. So off we trot, and we've got, as you can see, we didn't have that much fuel left, but we managed to make it. There weren't any problems or anything, so that's good. I hope you've been enjoying the beard, by the way, guys. It does make me chuckle a little bit. And there we go. So we'll just do this first, and then yeah. Fallen London, deep, dark, and marvelous. All voyage starts here. And this is where successful voyages end. And we have indeed had a successful voyage. So we'll just do this quickly, and then this will be the end of the video. Let me know if you want more, guys. Remember, like, comment, tell your friends to watch it as well if they might enjoy it. Basically, if you want me to do more videos on this, I need to know that it's a worthwhile series to start. So there you go. A very fine evening to you, Captain. My, what you might call mentor, is very fond of your adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray, piled high with fuel and supplies. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold, or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. Refuse. Too good to be true. We will accept. Because I'm kind of a poet type guy, and I think I'd accept that, to be honest. Even though we do have pages, we don't have veils. And, yeah, I like to roleplay. Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's Head. Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct you might require. Good evening to you. He salutes and is gone. We accepted the proposal. We now have 1 menaces suspicion. We gained 10 fuel and 5 supplies. Just basically means we don't have to spend the money. So we'll go to London. We'll go to the Admiralty Survey offices. And we will hand these in. I don't have the veils, unfortunately. So give that in. Gain 1 fuel. We got favours for the Admiralty. We gained some echo. We'll do the same for Venderbite. 10 echo, which is nice. Another favour. Another fuel, which is always nice. The Shepherd's Isle. New accomplishment. Surveyed Shepherd Isles. I agree, it does seem implausible. So many of the stories from that place do. Still, there is a little gold of truth in the mud of rumour from time to time. Your payment, Captain. So yeah, we're making a little bit of money off these, which is always nice. 20 echo, 1 fuel. There we go. And we'll go speak to the... Apparently, I'm to show you in anyway. Very well. You're ushered into his office. Mansion's pyre, a cramped room with vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Ah yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. The Admiralty will purchase intelligence from you. Provide a little fuel to cover your costs. This will take you to the dry dock, where 1 point of favour will get you 2 to 3 fuel. Then you've got submit vital intelligence, which we don't have. Submit your port reports, which we've already done. Submit a revelatory chart. Let's find out if it's real. He scrutinizes the chart minutely through a lens. He doesn't, you notice, remove the dark spectacles. It passes muster, he remarks. The usual fee applies. Get 250 echo for that. Then we have speak of moves in the Great Game. We don't know what the Great Game is, so we can't get into that. Turn in your shipment of red honey. Unfortunately, no red honey. Let's see if there's anything he needs. Visit a port and will be interested in the port report. Visit places of particular interest and will be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. His lip curls. What's left of it? Dun dun dun. Okay, so unlocked with secret, unlocked with favors. So we could go to the university. We can't carouse because we don't have a free evening thing. We could hire on more crew, but we don't really need to. Well, let's visit the university. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, sea specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Find secrets by locating locations of interest or in foreign ports. Oh yes, the University Maritime Liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth grinning. So we got pages for that, which is nice. A twist in your tail. You are now Favors Antiquarian. And we lost a secret for that. And here is the he-she alarming scholar. The alarming scholar is a mercurial, to say the least, a creature of sudden moons and provoking teeth. Possibly her, is it her? Appointment at the University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his, is it his? Razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Ah yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a heavy budget for acquisitions. What have you bought me? So we've got this Memory of Distant Shores here. And wells of emotion. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing eyes? They overflow, splashing on the desk blotter. Stop, they sob at last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macaw of memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. So we got 10 echo and our favor for antiquarian is getting better. Then we have the Z story. Thrilling. Let me hear every detail. First, I must find my fountain pen. So our favors increased to 2, and we gain some echo in Z story. We've got this outlandish artifact or a lamentable relic. I don't know what they do. I guess we'll give him the oh crap. We'll give him the lamentable relic. This would be so terribly wasted in an ossuary. Buffs the cranium with a sleeve. I think a climbing briar rose will suit this one rather well. A yellow rose, perhaps. Thank you so much. Let's keep this between us. And we gain some 5 echo. So there you go. You've got other things you can do here, but we don't right now. And the rest of this we don't really need to do. We can go to the dry dock. We can visit the Admiralty's fuel stores, but we need hearts to succeed with that. We can exchange, however, Admiralty favours for 2 to 3 fuel. But we got 15. And we've got 8 food, so L&H will do a fair job for a decent price, but they have a reputation. If you're badly damaged short of money, this is worth a go. So you need hull repairs, basically. Reliable work, slightly higher price, and Admiralty yards. You have to put in favours and spend echo. That's 100 echo to repair. We don't need that. We're barely damaged. Employ Rattus Faber engineers. The Rats of Fallen London are remarkably skilled engineers, and they know ships well. They are not, however, reliable. Payment is in kind, not currency. How much? Difficult to say. Matter of luck, pretty good odds. So we spend supplies to get it done, which we don't want to do. Okay, so there's no way to buy a new shops. Here we go. Here you can buy fuel, supplies, ship equipment, and trade goods. Shops are displayed in the left. Click on one to see its wares. So we've got the Bulitude's House of Vision. We can buy this plus mirrors minus fails. All these different things. Technically, we have to have the money for it, of course. We are clay. Tree of Clay Stokers will reduce crew requirements, but also crew capacity, and will slightly increase engine power. So you minus space for crew, so that's why we can't buy it, because we've got 8 out of 10. But the engine power goes up, and our fight goes up as well. Rattus Faber Assistant, you want someone to take a look inside that. Essential for the use of pneumatic rat delivery device, which we don't have, but it repairs 10 hull damage instantly, which is useful. We've got this comatose ferret right now, which gives us +1 heart. Naval surplus, we've got torpedo components and etc. But over here we've got our current ship. And then, yeah, we've got other ships over here. We've got, this would cost us 500 echoes. We don't have enough for that yet. Possibly there's a reason you might want to set to Z in a boat the size of a dining room table, possibly. So this ship is, it doesn't really say, tramp steamer. Yeah, so you've got the Rubedo, and then you got all these different types of ships that we can go for, frigates and dreadnoughts and etc. But yeah, I think for now we'll just go to our lodgings, read the papers. Forbidden singing in the street outside our palace. The anarchists have inexplicably dynamited a drinking fountain. Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of ghoul blighter wasps. Lost terror, and we got some news. We can rest to reduce terror, heal a wound, give you a restful night, which isn't a terrible thing. Purchase elegant townhouse. We need 1,000 echo, which we don't have, unfortunately. Consider a time which we don't need to. Let's rest in a room. There we go. We've got restful night. We lost a terror, and we lost 10 echo, which is fine. And I think we'll end it there. So, yeah. If you want more, I may do more of this anyway. Like, this is the thing. So, you know, if you're not that bothered, if you about seeing this, you know, if I do it, you'll just be like, yeah, fair enough, that's cool. Don't worry too much. But if you really want to see me personally do more of this, like, comment, get more people watching the video. The better the video does, the more likely I am to turn it into a series. I have really enjoyed this, so there is always the possibility of me streaming it at least, even if I don't YouTube it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.